What is up guys, Cool Chain here, and Alpha has been pumping along. A lot of lucky people have been having a chance to dive in, and obviously all you big content creators. I'm not going to rehash information that you can just get elsewhere. If I was in the Alpha, I'd like to make my own videos on that, but at least a fun thing we can do is we're going to do a tier list for the Primalist set, which is our first tier of rating for Dragonflight. I know I'm pumped, I can't wait. We're going to have a look at the sets, see what they look like. I've had a look at a few already, and we're going to jump right into it. So the way it's going to work is these icons are a little bit difficult to tell what's what, but when we bring up a preview, for example, we're going to start off on the Death Knight. When we go to the next thing, this gives us a way better indication of what we're looking for on the tier set page. So without further ado, we are obviously going to start off on the DK. Now DK is going to be one of my primary alts. I know that there's going to be different color variations, I get that, so that's fine. The helm really doesn't work for me, man. I've never been a big fan of helms in general anyway. I prefer more subdued helms that might accent it rather than take over the whole piece. Now, the perfect example of these is, if you guys remember back in Wrath, the PvP set for warriors, it just had like this neck girdle fucking thing. You could still see the face a bit and like the hair didn't get fucked up. They're my kind of helms, right? So the helm really drops it down a point or two. I do like the shoulders. Obviously it looks like a dragon head. Pardon me, kind of cool. Crystal and theme, I get it. I reckon I could work with this in terms of different mix match sets. It leaves a good space for the back piece. I've noticed the few that I have seen really do not really have too much going on the back. There's like a dead prettiness area basically where you can throw in a hopefully decent back piece. Overall it's not bad, nothing I'd write home about, but yeah, so that should be this bad boy right here. We're gonna throw it in at a B. Not my favorite, but I reckon that's where we can stand. The next one along, let's go for the Demon Hunter. This is another example of a helm that just does not work for me, man. The main reason why is because every Demon Hunter is going to have long ass fucking ears and is going to have horns coming out of the head, probably, for most people. Obviously I run the option, and I'm sure there's a decent handful of people that also run this option where you just get rid of the horns entirely, but there are obviously a lot of people that want to have the horns look like Illidan, whatever horn setup you prefer. They need to make helmets in mind, especially because this is a class set, not an armor type set, that, like, we don't know, is this helm gonna just cut off the horns and ears entirely? In which case I actually don't like it even more. That's the whole point of playing into that kind of stuff. This is an example where I'd expect a helm to be more of a addition to the facial features that are unique to a Demon Hunter. And I gotta be honest, man, it's not really my favorite. It seems a bit dull. The shoulders look nice, but everything else kind of a bit meh. Even the boots just kind of don't really give any. It's hard to meld a Demon Hunter with this primal elemental theme, I get that. I don't know, man, just doesn't quite do it for me. Now we know it's a red one, so specifically this one here, Demon Hunter. So there's gonna be horns that come through the helm from what I can tell. That is kind of cool. I'll be interested to see how it plays out, but still I just don't think it quite hits the mark what I was hoping for a Demon Hunter personally. You could use some of the pieces of the set, honestly. I think that'll be fun, but overall not the biggest fan. So we know it's a part of the red set, which should be this one right here. I'll be willing to bet that that's our Demon Hunter. I just want to make sure that I'm getting it right. I've re-recorded this a couple of times, so I need to make sure I get the right one. So not the one with the triangle, that's the evoker. That's the one with the normal hand like that. The red normal hand like that, yeah. Whereas that's triangle one's the evoker. Alright, cool. So again, nothing too crazy. I'll put it as a B personally. Now, next one along, we have the Druid set. Let's have a look at that. Oh, damn, dude. Alright, this looks sick. This is an example where even though the helm is like over the top, this fucking perfectly nails Druid. This is really good. Which one's the Druid one here? The one in the middle for the blues. So it looks like he's got claw hands. That's the one I need to look for, and little spiky boys here. Alright, yeah, this one's popping off, dude. Like, legit. That Druid one, where is he? This is it here. It's definitely a high B. We're fucking chucking that shit in S, man. I don't play Druids that much, but I gotta be honest, thematically, for what I'd expect and like out of a Druid set, that fucking nails it perfectly. That is amazing. Alright, Leatherwear, they're popping off pretty good. What can I say? Oh, dude, Evoker's looking fucking mint. This helm and shoulder combo looks phenomenal. And it's super annoying as well, because even if by some chance there is an offset of this, it's fucking male, which means that you're gonna have a really badass option for some decent like crossover tier set, like offset pieces that might look this similar to the tier set for like hunters and stuff, whereas I don't get it for plate. That kind of bums me out. I kind of really want that wombo combo helm stuff for a warrior. But I get the dragon thief, you're an evoker, right? So that looks very badass, I'm not gonna lie. I like the more subdued offset pieces in terms of like gloves, like not a main primary thing. I think the chest could use a bit more oomph. There's a lot of dead spot on the back here. But again, that can be a back piece that obviously steals the show and that kind of thing. I like these more subdued blade effects or glow effects on the gloves and boots. I think they did a good job there. Damn, yeah, I gotta be honest, that shit's insane. So this is the boy that has the triangle on it. So triangle boy, that's looking pretty good. Triangle boy, oof. Is it as good as the Druid though? The Druid really not. We're gonna put it in as A. I reckon A is, that Druid set, every single piece just worked flawlessly on that Druid set. Whereas there's a couple of dead spots and things like that with the Evoker. Still very good, very good. All right, I'm liking it. Let's go to Hunter now, all right. Hunter. I think Hunters cop it again, man. They really don't get that much of a set. So the helm really doesn't appeal to me. The shoulders are too much. Here, you look at it and you go, yeah, cool. That could be okay. It still doesn't look the greatest, but you can work with it. There's some good solid helm pieces that you can mix and match. I like the boots. The boots are really good. The weird little blade things on the arm, epaulet, whatever you call them. Belt looks nice, but those little stabby stabs are weird. And this back piece section here really gives you an indication of how the shoulders just don't work for me. That looks like too much spiky over the topness, you know what I mean? I don't know, man. Not quite what I expect. So we're looking for the one with the weird back piece that droops down in blue. Ugh, yeah, I don't know. That would be this one here, right? So there you go. I gotta be honest, it's kind of a C. There's nothing really good except for like boots that I kind of prefer. Hunters always get the short end of the stick as well. I don't know very many good hunter sets, if I'm perfectly honest. All right, now we're up to Mage. So let's give Mage a shot. Ooh, I do like that helm. That helm does look pretty fucking poggers. Again, a lot of room in terms of the back area to really make sure you get a decent looking back. It's not bad. I'm curious about what they're going to do with the helm for other sets. Like this looks more of a Warlocky helm to me, personally, but not bad, not bad. Toes, dude, why go through the effort of making like a clear, nice wrapping, jewelly, crystally goodness on the legs, but then just have your toes poking out? That just fucking throws it off for me personally. What does it look like though? Oh, it's that set there. So the one with the 6 spiky boys, and then the weird demon horn. All right. So that is a part of the blue set. So it'll be this one here. Not as good as that. Yeah, definitely not. I'll put it as a low B. It's not quite a C. There's nowhere near as bad as the Hunter, but yeah, I gotta be honest, it's leaving a little bit to be desired. Let's just put it that way. Monk set. All right, I fucking hate monks with a passion, so we'll see how this is. This isn't bad. Now I'm guessing these weird blade oh my god, are they blades or is that like a? I think that's a part of the headdress, right? It just looks like blades really badly in this particular shot. I'm assuming that that will succumb to whatever physics are involved. So as you're running and jumping around and shit, these two little ponytail looking things are just bits of string that'll obviously flail about and stuff. I actually quite like this. I think every piece of the set works relatively well. Nothing's overpowering, everything's, you know, flows into each other pretty nicely. Even the helm for the most part kind of works. I would probably still run no helm. This isn't anywhere near as cool as the Druid helm, for example. But all the pieces complement each other well enough. There's nothing that steals the show. Everything else adds its peak to it. What particular color is this a part of? All right, it's part of the orange set. Okay. So the one that basically has a big long yellow dick. Cool. Where's my big long yellow dick? This one here. All right. Definitely not an A. I think it's also a B, but better than the Mage. I'd say B, but better than Mage. Yeah. I'm almost tempted to put that to C and that to D, honestly, because that Hunter one really did not make me happy. I feel like that's what we're gonna have to stick with for now. All right, we've done Monk, let's go Paladin. Paladin, I think, is pretty poggers from what I remember. Yeah. That helm looks super good, dude. It's like this perfect blending of what you always expect from a Paladin, right? So you always expect the very regal face mask that has that perfect little line down the middle and two sides, like dug out bits for the eyes and everything, like you always see that. And there's always some sort of like girdly thing behind, whatever the word is, where it's like a helm plate that comes up around them. That done as an elemental theme like they've done here, this looks fucking perfect. These shoulders, again, nothing too over the top. They come out quite wide, but they have like the little flowy, drapey friggin' bits of cloth or whatever you'd put it, super paladin-y, with whatever sigil of blah 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 you're on. Dude, this paladin set is fucking sick, I gotta be honest. If these shoulder pads were a little bit shorter, I would be more super high S tier instead of like medium S tierage, but that looks badass, man. Even in terms of the concept art, that just looks unreal. So thematically, I'd say this is definitely right on par with, I need to make sure I actually get the right one. It should be this one, because I can see the little shoulder, yep, bits coming down. Definitely S tier, right along with a Druid, man. That looks really fucking cool. I'm actually jealous as a warrior, because I think we're about to get to a warrior now. No, warrior's last. All right, cool, yay. Let's look at the priest then, all right. Ooh. Ew. Again, this is an example where the helm doesn't scream priest to me. It just looks really weird. The shoulders are way too much. There's like over the top shoulderage. Whereas everything else is like, okay, I like the fact that I don't have to see toes. I like the inscribe-y, glowy shit. I think that looks really cool for most parts of this, but then these are just massive wide shoulders on a cloth wearer for some reason. And the helm just doesn't, yeah, I don't know, man. Priest, right, it's the one that looks like that. Cool, we should be able to find it. This one here. I gotta be honest, it's kind of a bit sea level. Yeah, not a fan. Not quite for me, but I don't really play cloth wear, so it's fine. Rogue set, all right, let's have a look at this bad boy. Another alt that I'll probably play a decent bunch of. So, what do we got? I actually kind of like this weird back part that's all flaming, but the shoulders are really weird. Like the flow, how they like spike out like that, is a little bit odd. It's not the worst, but what am I feeling? It's part of the dark looking set. Alright, it's the light blue. Which should be this one here, I'm pretty sure, because that'll be Shaman here. I'm gonna say B. I reckon it's B. Nothing crazy, it's okay, but I don't know. Something throws me off a little bit about it, if I'm honest. Alright, Shaman. Apparently Shaman's very good. I haven't seen it yet. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Dude, this Shaman shit looks insane. How sick does this look? The helm, perfect. Exactly what I'd expect. And the high up part around from whatever the shoulders are, that creates this kind of, again, that weird, like the Paladin, right? Where you've got a set helm, but then it carves like a helm plate behind it. Although it obviously doesn't touch, and you can tell by the back piece here, just that front look, how it looks like it fully helm plates all the way around, looks really sick. Shoulders, they look massive and overbearing, I get it, but they don't go too wide. They fit the form of, this looks like a dwarf character, a dwarven model that they're using. But the fact that they arch up right at the end here, this looks fucking sick. I'm not gonna lie, this is like, oh, that's what that is. It's which one is it? Yeah, it's the last one of the blues. That's what I thought. Cool, so it should be this one. Dude, that's S tier as fuck. Might even be better than the Paladin, or I don't know, the Paladin one is pretty good. Maybe I'll go Paladin first, Druid, and then Shaman. Druid and Shaman are very fucking close. It's hard to min-max. That looks very good though. That Shaman one, I generally hadn't seen it. I've just heard that it was pretty fucking good. So, holy shit. Yeah, that ain't bad. Okay. I love this in every way except the horns. I like the shoulder. It's not overbearing. It's not too much. It's a bit more downward flowing. You're not trying to like, you typically expect more plate wearers to have these spiky out shoulders, where the male to leather to that, you expect downward flowing kind of shoulder pads. It fits that mold. The helm does look pretty cool. I actually think the priest helm base plate thing looks more better for a warlock than this particular one does, honestly. It's just the helm. Everything would be perfect if it wasn't for the horns. The horns definitely take back a bit from it, I'll be honest. Alright, it's the red one. We've already done the priest, so it should be one of the last red ones we have because we've done everything else. Yep. This one here. Yeah, there we go. Cool, Warlock, pretty solid except those couple of things. I'm gonna have to throw it into a B, I reckon. Another B, but probably ahead of there. If it was just getting rid of the horns, though, it would be an A. No, I'm gonna put it as an A, because like 90% of the set does look pretty solid. So I can't be too harsh. Alright, I'll go as an A. And last, but we have the Warrior set. I have already seen this one, so hashtag pre-watched, yeah. But the back of this looks like a rogue. I feel like I'm a rogue. It just looks like your typical like cloaked, hooded character. Doesn't feel war. I want the Paladin helm piece, man. Everything else I would be fine with. Again, the girthy shoulders I sort of expect being a plate wearer. And it doesn't go out too much. There's some heighted elevation to it that I think looks okay. But that helm just, man. Yeah. And then everything here is just dull and boring. There's no subtle, highlighted, accented areas that kind of help offset it at all. Whereas, for example, with the Evoker, you'll remember there's certain parts of the gloves and the helm that just had that one little flare line that just helps make it nice, whereas this just looks bland as shit. Everywhere from the shoulders down is just dull tones with no highlighted areas. And the shoulders are fine, they, serve their purpose. It's just the helm, man. If you imagine a fucking massive, proper plate looking helm on top of those shoulders, it would look sick. Oof, where do I put my boy? It's gotta be like low B, man. Honestly, even a C. As sad as I am a warrior main, I gotta be honest, it's more of a C. Because not only does the helm kind of throw it off a bit, but yeah, just the whole bottom half of the whole set is just dull. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna go with. Paladin's lucked out big time. Spirit back, re-rolling Paladin. Oof. Alright, there you have it. That's my tier list. What do you guys reckon? Let me know in the comments down below. While you're down there, feel free to click the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Helps me out massively. Doesn't cost you anything except maybe 2 seconds of your time, so I really would appreciate it. Beyond that, please by all means let me know in the comments below what you would change around. What sets are you most hyped for? I've got to be honest, between Paladin, the Druid one's really good, but the Paladin and the Shaman really stood out to me. Those bad boys look fucking unreal. With that, more alpha news I'm sure will be coming over the coming weeks. If I do ever get the key, you will see videos from me, but I don't expect one at all. It would be nice to maybe get in the beta eventually. We'll see what happens. But for now, peace, have a good one, and I'll see you next video.